On the line with me right now is Soul Khan. What's going on?
What up, man? Just working on stuff for my new EP, which comes out December 11th. It's called Song, and I think it'll be definitely worth the purchase.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, definitely looking forward to what we've been playing. That's the new track from Acknowledgement, Not Like Them. Not Like That?
Yeah, Not Like That.
Not Like That.
That's produced by DJ Element, and it's a bonus track. It was originally on Wellstone, but this is the video version without the little outro, and the rest of the EP, all the new tracks are going to be produced by this dude named Abnormal, who's a great emerging producer from St. Louis.
I'm glad you mentioned the Wellstone, because last time we talked, it was March. It was the Tuesday the Wellstone dropped.
Yep.
It's interesting looking at the titles of the EPs you've been dropping lately. You had Pursuance, Resolution, Acknowledgement. You had Wellstone that was named after Senator Wellstone from Minnesota. Yeah,
the Senator Paul Wellstone.
And we played that single, which at the end of it you have a great excerpt from a lecture or a speech he was giving. And so now you got this new EP called Psalm. So can you take us into that process a little bit and tell us give us some insight into Psalm?
Yeah, I mean, Psalm, the Wellstone isn't part of the series that Acknowledgement, Resolution, and Pursuance are. Psalm is actually the end of that series of 4 EPs. Wellstone was just sort of an important digression, but it wasn't part of the EP series that I was originally intending to drop. Each of those EPs are titled after a song from John Coltrane's Love Supreme. Acknowledgement of being the first track on that album, then there's Resolution and Pursuance, and this one's named after the 4th track on Love Supreme, which is Song. So that's why I named those EPs.
Okay, cool. Is there something particular that sort of marks a character for each of these EPs?
There's themes to each you can find internally in the EP. As far as across the EPs, there isn't a unifying theme besides the source of the name. They're all sort of very different sounds, very different styles of hip hop, and Psalm will be nothing but Christian hip hop. I'm kidding. It's gonna be it's gonna be just songs about life, and the theme, I guess, of Psalm is how did I say it last time I was asked? I guess the catchphrase that I came up with to describe Psalm is simple answers to complicated questions. So that's pretty much the theme.
Let's talk about what you've been doing lately. I know you performed at A3C. How did that go?
Oh, it was great. A3C always treats me well. This year I got to headline the stage, which was really cool. And I hope to do the same next year, or at least just appear on an even bigger one.
Okay.
I was just trying to advance and progress.
Okay. It was good. I was there. I saw it, and it was a great set. You threw it down. Aki Burmese was there, and he really held it down, too. And that was a good added dimension that not a lot of the performances had, but the two of you really worked together on that.
I appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
So you're going to be at South by Southwest next year?
I'm hoping. I presume. I was there last year, and I assume that things have gotten bigger for me. So it makes sense. If
Okay.
it doesn't happen, it'd be something that would be regrettable.
Yeah, I asked because I had emailed Byron for an idea. I said, anything you want me to talk about? And he said, yes, South by Southwest, this and that, new EP. So, okay. So maybe he knows something you don't. I don't know. Maybe we let the cat out of the bag. But, okay. So.
Oh, well, dope. You're going to be at South by Southwest, isn't it? Oh, it is official. My bad. I got that. I'm checking my email from last week. I am going back to South by Southwest.
Okay, congratulations. I'm happy to be a part of that process. I recently spoke with Homeboy Sandman, and he's got a few essays that he's written for Huffington Post. I don't know if you're familiar with those.
Oh, I read them every time.
Okay, so I spoke to him. I asked him about a lot of those themes, about a lack of topical diversity and the lack of good messaging and how and why that's changed over time. So with those kind of in mind, can you tell me a little bit about where you think hip hop is right now and how it's doing and assess it as opposed to a real or fake? Just, break it down.
I mean, hip hop is huge now. The number of participants in it as an art form is so large that you can't really speak to the character of the whole culture in it unless you really do a very methodical, well-researched, book-length survey of the whole culture and the whole music industry as it is right now on all levels. But, it's right now, if you're going to talk about just mainstream hip-hop, yeah, there's certainly a huge percentage of artists that are putting out decadent or socially irresponsible content, but that's how it has been and how it will be. It's just a matter of what consumers privilege and what consumers encourage. I mean, obviously a two-way street, because if they promote stuff that is more decadent or more self-indulgent or materialistic, then people are influenced by that and grow accustomed to that more. But then you do have these big deviations and these anomalies, like someone like Macklemore, who charted really well. You have Mac Miller, who charted really well. You have Kendrick Lamar, even though he does rap about some more themes that would be considered common in mainstream hip hop that aren't the most progressive, but he still has more diversity to what he says. So, it again, the dollars talk. And as long as there is an alternative that is financially and commercially successful, there is an opportunity for that to grow. But that also takes people in the industry who are willing to take the quote-unquote the risk to support that stuff.
Last question. With all that said, all that in mind, to the listeners, why SoulCon? Why now? Why should they be listening to you? What are you bringing to the table?
How do I put this?
Is that, I don't mean to put you on the spot. Maybe that's too too forward.
Fine. It's fine. I have to be ready to justify myself. The reason that people should listen to me is that I'm one of the few rappers who makes music not at all for myself and only for them. I have no interest in making music to just indulge myself or just to express myself in some like some sort of like teen journal way. It's exclusively for them. And I do it in a fashion that's both satisfying to more conventional hip-hop sensibilities and more progressive, left-field tastes as well.
With that said, that wraps it up, SoulCon. It was great to talk to you. I appreciate you taking the time.
Oh, thank you, man, and I appreciate being on the show. And I hope that everyone, checks out my new music video for Not Like That, and cops the new EP song.
Absolutely, man. We'll be sure. I'll make sure to get the links up. and everything. So hey, it was a pleasure to talk to you. All right.
Oh, absolutely. DISCourse anytime.